What is up, everybody? Steve here. The Wall Street Journal came out with an article saying homes earn more for owners than their jobs last year. I'm going to talk a little bit about this article and also talk about how I think it's a little misleading. So it goes on to say Zillow Group Inc., which estimates the value of typical U.S. homes rose 19.6% in 2021 to $321,000, an increase of $52,000 from 2020. That figure was slightly higher than what the median U.S. full-time worker earned, which was about $50,000 last year before taxes, according to the Census Bureau data cited by Zillow. That marked the first time the annual nationwide dollar growth for typical home value exceeded the inflation-adjusted median pre-tax income, according to a Zillow analysis which goes back to 2000. So I'm going to link this article below, but here's why I think it's misleading, because, you could size up. For one thing, I think that the real estate market is completely nutball, and I think a lot of people are used to this appreciation, and I think a lot of people have a misconception that this is just going to continue on. I don't believe that this is going to continue on, especially with 20% growth year over year. I think it's just astonishing, and I think we are headed toward a bubble in a sense. Now, where I think that this article is misleading is that, it's not a realized gain. So what do I mean by that? If you think that you have $50,000 more in equity in your property, that's fine, and maybe you do. However, it's not a realized gain until you really sell that asset. Now, I think a lot of people should take a look at their personal situation and see this equity and see how they could actually utilize it to their advantage. I did another video on how to become mortgage free, or how I became mortgage free in a 48-month period, and I'll link that below for you guys as well. But I think a lot of people could take this equity out of their properties by selling their properties and moving on into possibly getting into a smaller property, become free and clear, wait for the market to stabilize or maybe even go down in value, and then maybe start building your wealth by buying other income producing assets. Now, if somebody were to sell their home, their primary residence, and as long as they were in that property for at least 2 years, the gains on it, so let's say, they made a $50,000 gain in year one and $50,000 gain in year two, so they have $100,000 of equity in their property after paying closing costs and everything else. That $100,000 gain would be tax-free because it was your homestead. So you could utilize that return and go ahead and invest it into the next property. Maybe you can downsize for a little bit and or invest it into other income producing assets. I'll link that video below on what I did to become mortgage free within a 48-month period. I'll also link the Wall Street Journal article as well for you guys. But let me know your thoughts about the real estate market. Do you guys think that we're going to see another 19.2% increase coming into 2023? Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for being here.